Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Janaballabha Girivardhari Jaya Gopi Janaballabha Girivardhari
Leave and join again.
Nandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yasodhanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jayo Prabhupada Jayo Prabhupada Jayo Prabhupada Jayo Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Granth Srimad Bhagavad Gita Ki Jai
Yeah. Utsav करने restaurant है. It is so good. The food is insane. We had the paneer. The paneer literally like it's like India.
Okay, I'm going to put devotees on mute because I hear something in the background. So I'm going to put everybody on mute. If you can please put yourself on mute. Also, if it's possible, if you can turn the video on, that way it's easier to focus. But that's something I leave up to you. Okay? So we'll start our session. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. You can repeat after me.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo
Om Namo
Bhagavate
Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo
Om Namo
Bhagavate
Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Okay, so today we'll be reading from the Gita Mahatmya. So before that, I just wanted to welcome everybody for the second session, but actually it's the first session for the actual study of Bhagavad Gita. So we will be covering 18 chapters in 18 days. Two of us will be doing, myself and Patita Pavan Prabhu. So we both will be taking turns and doing it. And today we will be studying the Gita Mahatmya by Adi Shankaracharya. So that's what we will do today. We will go through all the verses and understand what Shankaracharya is saying. Okay? So I'll just share the screen and I'm going to get started. So we'll read the first one and then we'll read the Mangalacharan after that. Okay, so here is our Bhagavad Gita Mahatmya. Okay, I'll read text 1. After reading text 1, we will recite what's called Mangalacharan. So before we start, how many devotees here are actually familiar with ISKCON or Bhagavad Gita or have been attending?
I have attended Prabhuji once.
Okay. Anybody else? How much you've attended these? Have you attended classes before? Let me put it this way.
I attended once this 18 days of Bhagavad Gita. That was about 5 years ago.
Okay.
5-6 years ago.
Okay. Thank you, Mataji. So who else? Anybody else? Annapurna Biswal?
No, just a minute.
You have not attended. It's the first time you are attending?
Yes, this is my first time.
Okay. Okay, that's good. Anybody else who has attended? If you're first time, you don't have to say anything. But if you attended anything before, I would like to know. Okay. So I'm going to assume that everybody is here first time. So I'll be reciting a few prayers and I'll explain what they are. Typically, those are the prayers we recite because we want to pray to the Guru Parampara first before we start to study Bhagavad Gita. That's the system. Even Lord Krishna followed the system, so that's what we'll do. So before that, I will just read the first verse and then we'll do Mangalacharan. I'll explain what that is. Okay. Gita Shastramidam Punyam Ya Patet Prayatapuman Vishnu Padam Avapnoti Bhayashoka Adivarjita. Translation: one who, with a regulated mind, recites with devotion this Bhagavad Gita scripture, which is the bestower of all virtue, will attain to holy abode such as Vaikuntha, the residence of Lord Vishnu, which is always free from mundane qualities based on fear and lamentation. Okay, so this is the first verse. I'll read more verses. Now what we'll recite is called Mangalacharan. Okay, just hear the prayers. These prayers are very auspicious. Just hear and I'll explain briefly what they are. Om Ajnana-timirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yutapadakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhan Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusate Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Panchakalpatarubhyascha Gopasindubhya cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim Yat kripatamaham vande Sri Guru Dinataranam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram Hari Om Tat Sat. Hare Krishna. So once again, welcome to this session. So before we start going into these verses, I just want to make sure everybody is paying attention, even if they don't have the videos on. Because if you're not paying attention, you won't get much out of it. You can turn video on, that helps you focus. But these are important 7 verses. If you learn these verses, you will benefit a lot. But you just have to focus for a little bit. And I'll walk you through what Adi Shankaracharya is saying. Okay? But before we start the verses, these prayers, what I was reciting, because yesterday's session someone asked that can we explain these verses, like the prayers we offer. So these prayers are basically, see, when we try to approach Krishna, Krishna is the Supreme Lord. Krishna Astu Swayam, Bhagwan Swayam. Krishna is the Supreme. When we try to approach Krishna, we cannot directly approach because he's not reachable for us. In the sense that our acharyas come, great saints come, great devotees come, they show us the path, right? When Krishna also came, he accepted a guru. Now Krishna is the Supreme Lord. There is no reason for him to accept a guru. Absolutely, not required. But in every incarnation, he accepts a guru. As Lord Ramchandra, he accepted a guru. As Krishna, he accepted guru. When he came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, also he accepted a guru. So the importance of guru is there no matter where you are, what you are. So this is the system which Krishna himself has set up. In 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, you will see when we go there, Evam parampara praptam imam rajarashayo vidu. Krishna says that this knowledge is received through parampara. Evam parampara praptam. Praptam is to receive. Imam rajarashayo vidu. The kings in the past used to receive the knowledge through parampara system. So this is the system, and that's what we are following. So when we follow the parampara, before we start learning, we have to offer our respects to the parampara. And that's what those prayers are. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. To that Guru, I offer my respects. Who? Om Ajnan Timirandasya. From ignorance, Jnananjana Shalakaya. He is showing me the light of knowledge. Chakshur Unmilitam Yena. He has actually opened my eyes. To that Guru, I offer my respects. We do that. That's a general statement saying I'm offering my respect to my Guru because he's taking me out of ignorance to show me light. So that's one thing. The other thing is that Guru means it's not an abstract concept. Actually, Guru is a person. So the next set of prayers, what we were reciting, is basically offering our respect to the entire parampara. That's what we were doing all the way up to Krishna. And then we chant Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda. These are the Panchatattva, or the 5 elements or the 5 personalities who came 500 years ago to establish the Hare Krishna movement. And then we recite Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So this is the set of prayers before any discourse, any class. We recite these prayers just to set ourselves in the right frame of mind. If we come with the mindset that I know everything, then it's difficult to learn. But if we come with the mindset that I need to learn something, then it makes it easier. And for us to learn something, we have to accept a Guru. So first we should offer respects to Guru. So that's what that was. Okay? So now I'm going to start with... So before we start, is everybody clear on what I spoke so far?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Anybody else wants to comment what we spoke so far? Because I like to make sure everybody's paying attention. Did it make sense what I said?
Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji, for
Yeah.
explaining. Thank you.
Okay, you
Yes,
can also
yes,
do.
Prabhuji.
Okay, you can do thumbs up too. No problem. I just need to know if people are paying attention. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, so we are paying attention. That's good. Okay. Okay, so now we'll do the first verse. Now these are the words of Shankaracharya. He wrote only 7 verses. It's not a lot of verses. Bhagavad Gita is 700 verses. These are 7 verses, only 1%. It's only few verses, but it was written by Adri Shankaracharya. We all know who he is. Extremely powerful saint. He's actually incarnation of Lord Shiva. He's so powerful, and he lived only for 32 years. Only 32 years. And in 32 years, he had so much influence in the entire southern India area that so many people gave up this atheistic philosophy or being atheist. They took to Krishna just because of him. So his base was also Bhagavad Gita. That's something we see, that even though we have many sampradayas, many acharyas, many followers, in Sanatan Dharma, our foundation is Bhagavad Gita. There's no other scripture. We have additional scriptures which are on top of Gita, but our foundational scripture for everybody is Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So, not a surprise, Lord Shankaracharya, Adi Shankaracharya, he also commented on Bhagavad Gita, and this is the Mahatmya, the glories of Gita he has written. And you will see verse by verse how meaningful they are. And I'll explain word by word, and you can understand. So here he's saying, Gita Shastram idam punyam ya pathet prayata puman. Prayata is basically carefully. That Gita Shastram idam punyam. This Gita Shastra is punya, is very auspicious. There's punya and papa. Punya is auspicious, papa is inauspicious. That's what it is. When you do some punya, then some good things come in our life. When we do something bad, then bad things happen. So here he's saying that reading Gita Shastram is actually punya. Gita Shastram idam punyam yah pathet. Jo padhega, the person who reads, prayata, carefully, not casually, carefully, we pay attention. Puman is people, right? Vishnu padam avapnoti. That person gets the lotus feet of Lord Vishnu. Bhaya, shoka, adi, varjita. Now, here he's saying Bhaya, shoka, adi, varjita. So this actually is the solution to the problems of our life. Bhaya and shoka. Bhaya is the fear which we all live with, and typically Bhaya is something which is in future. Correct? If we fear anything, we fear of old age, we fear of losing our job, we fear of losing for someone, or sometimes some people sit in the plane and as soon as the plane takes off, then they are fearful that waiting for it to come down. Some people have the fear of being in the air, right? But typically that fear is only either in current or in future. We do not have fear from anything in the past because that has already happened. Correct? So that's fear. And shoka. Shoka means lamentation. We don't lament for something in future because it hasn't happened. We lament for things in the past. Whatever happened 10 years ago, 20 years ago, which is bothering me, something is on my mind for 15 years, somehow I'm not able to get it out of my mind. Something's happened, either something someone did to us or we did something 20 years ago, 10 years ago, and we are lamenting, why did I do this? Something happened recently. So this lamentation is there in everybody in a small scale or a big scale, for a short term or a long term. This everybody goes through this. So bhaya is something for in future, a problem in the future, and shoka is a problem from the past. So here Shankaracharya is saying, if someone reads and understands Bhagavad Gita carefully, prayata, carefully puman, first they'll get the lotus feet of Lord Vishnu. That is the ultimate destination. And then you also get free from bhaya and shok, which is the problems from the past and problems in the future. So this life becomes better and your next life also becomes better. Krishna also says in Bhagavad Gita, Yad gatva na nivartante tadhama paramamama. Once you go back to my world, Yad gatva, once going there, na nivartante, you will never come out. Tadhama, that dham, paramam, topmost, mama, mine. So Krishna is saying, once you go to that abode, you will never come back. That's the abode Lord Shankaracharya is talking about. Vishnu Padam Avapnoti, that actually you receive the lotus feet of Lord Vishnu in next life or even in this life also, but in this life you also get free from Bhaya and Shok. Is everybody clear on this verse?
Yes.
Is it making sense?
Yes, Prabhuji.
These are simple verses but extremely powerful.
Yes.
If someone understands these verses, they will get direction in life, basically. To simply put it, they will get direction in life. Because once you hear this about Bhagavad Gita, that's why it says that first you should understand what the glory of Gita is before you actually read it, because you want to understand what it is. If you want to buy gold, first you want to look at how much is worth before you can buy it, right? So first you want to see how much it is worth. So this Gita Mahatmya tell us what is the value of Bhagavad Gita in our life. And that's what the first verse is showing. Right in the beginning he says, it will give you Lord Vishnu and also it will free you from Bhaya and Shok. Okay? Clear so far?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Second verse. Gita adhyana shilasya pranayama parasya cha Naiveti santihi papani purvajanmani kritani cha. If one reads Bhagavad Gita very sincerely, with all seriousness, then by the grace of the Lord, the reactions of his past misdeeds will not act upon him. So here he's saying Gita Adhyayana Shilasya. If a person is able to study Bhagavad Gita in a focused manner, sincerely, Shilasya sincerely, Pranayama Parasya, with all seriousness they study, Naiva Shanti cha Papani, Purva Janma Kritani cha. If we have committed any sinful activities in the past, then the effect of those sinful activities go away. Okay. Now someone is born, let's say, in a very poor family, or someone is born with not so good looking features, or someone is born with some mental condition which keeps them handicapped or limited for rest of their life. Someone is born some issues. Some children get eyesight issues when they are very little, right? So we see that right in the beginning of the life, some people have some good things and some people get not so good things. That's normal. We see that. Now, if you look in Bhagavad Gita, some people wonder why good thing happens to bad people and bad thing happen to good people. And those are questions they get asked again and again. But Gita explains that there's law of karma. According to law of karma, you carry the karma from one life to the other because the karma is attached to the soul, not to the body. That's why even in the same family, if two kids are born, even if they are twins, you will see one is different from the other. And some skills are better in one and some things are better in other. So we see that. That is because of the karma. So karma is not just this life, but also in the past life. Now someone might say that, well, someone is born ugly, right? Ugly looking. So you cannot change their looks. Sure, you cannot change their looks all their life. But by following the teachings of Bhagavad Gita, they can be assured that the next life they get, they will not have to deal with the problem which they are dealing in the current life. Some karmas go away quickly. Some karma will stay for rest of our life. But even if they stay rest of the life, by following the teachings of Bhagavad Gita, those karmas do not go beyond this life. That's why he's saying, Naiva Shantihi Papani Purva Janmani Kritani cha. If we have done any sinful activities in the past because of which we are suffering now, they will go away by reading Bhagavad Gita. They may go right away, they may take some time, or they will go at the end of this life. So that's what the translation says. The Lord, the reactions of his past misdeeds will not act upon him. That slowly, the effect of the karma actually goes away. So that's verse number 2. Okay. Verse number 3. Okay, before we continue, everybody is paying attention?
Yes.
Okay, clear so far?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm getting thumbs up. That's nice. Okay, so verse number 3. I'm going to check after every verse and I just want to make sure everybody's paying attention.
Yeah.
Okay, verse number 3. If anybody has any questions, burning questions, they can ask, but otherwise we'll open up for questions at the end. Okay? But this is important stuff. If you're able to understand this, I think you're getting something good today. Maline mochanam pumsa jalasnanam dine dine sakrit gita amrita snanam samsara malanashanam. One may cleanse himself daily by taking a bath in water. But if one takes a bath even once in the sacred Ganges water of Bhagavad Gita, for him the dirt of material life is altogether vanquished. Okay? Maline is dirty, mochanam is to clear, pumsam, people. People get clear by taking a bath. What? Jalasnanam dine dine, every day. Not that if I took a bath today, then I take a bath after a week. Next day itself, you feel dirty. You wake up in the morning, you feel I need to take shower first. Hopefully. Some people don't feel that way. But hopefully most people, when they wake up in the morning, they feel like first thing they want to do is take shower. Even if they don't do first thing, at some point in the day, they do. But better to do in the morning so your day goes good, because once you are clean, your brain works better. So here he's saying, Shankaracharya is saying, Maline mochanam pumsa. People are dirty. And when they are dirty, jalasnanam dine dine. They take jalasnan, the water snan, dine dine, every day. Day after day, they take the snan. They take a bath. Sakrit Gita Amrita Snanam. What if they take this pure, the Amrita of Gita Snanam? If they take bath in the knowledge of Gita, Samsara Malanasanam. The mala, the difficulties of living in this world, the dirty things we deal with it on a long-term basis, in this samsara, they get destroyed. So regular bath will destroy the dirtiness which is accumulated over a day. But Gita Amrita Snanam, the taking bath in the knowledge of Gita, will destroy the mala which is accumulated for multiple lifetimes. So just the comparison is one day versus multiple lifetime. That's the duration we are comparing. Regular water will clean you only for a day, that too only just the body. Gita will clean your soul, not just for a day, but for many lifetimes. That's what Shankaracharya is saying. Maline mocham pumsam jalasnanam dine dine sakrita Gita amrita snanam samsara mala nashanam. Samsara means the repeated cycle of birth and death. You come, you go, you come, you go, you come, you go, and that goes on from life to life based on our karma. That whole circle has to be ended. And to end that circle of samsara, Gita Amrita is the solution or the remedy. Okay? Okay, everybody clear?
Yes.
All good? Okay, verse number 4. Let me just make it this. Okay, I'm getting thumbs up. That's good. Okay, verse number 4. Gita sugita kartavya kimanya shastra vistaray ya swayam padmanabhasya mukha padmad vinisrita. Because Bhagavad Gita is spoken, I'm just having this difficulty with the screen. Just bear with me. Okay. Because Bhagavad Gita is spoken by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one need not read any other Vedic literature. One need only attentively and can we put one second. Pooja, where are you? I think, can you please put it on mute? Okay. Thank you. So I'll read it again. Because Bhagavad Gita is spoken by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one need not read any other Vedic literature. One need only attentively and regularly hear and read Srimad Bhagavad Gita. In the present age, people are so absorbed in mundane activities that it is not possible for them to read all Vedic literatures. But this is not necessary. This one book, Bhagavad Gita, will suffice because it is the essence of all Vedic literatures, and especially because it is spoken by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. Okay? So now let me go to the verse. Gita sugita kartavya. If a person, this Gita is very auspicious. Gita literally means a song, right? So this is a very auspicious song, kartavya. Once that is there, kim anya shastra vistarhe. Vistarhe means elaborate. What is the need of any other elaborate shastra? Not only that, so he's saying if you have Gita, you don't need any other scriptures which are much bigger than Gita. And we can see that Bhagavad Gita is 700 verses. Others, Vedas, thousands and thousands and thousands of verses. Mahabharata is thousands of verses. Itihasas, Puranas, Samhitas. Even there are so many categories. Within categories, there are so many books, and each book is just very elaborate. Because the time when it was written and presented, people used to have much better intelligence and they used to live much longer. We cannot understand all those things. I still haven't met a single person who has read all the Vedas and understands. They say There are Trivedi, Duvedi, Chaturvedi, but most of this Duvedi, Chaturvedi, they do not know, they barely know much about Vedas. Maybe they know some slokas, but they do not clearly understand what the Vedas are, because in Kali Yuga it's not possible. Not their fault. It's just not possible to understand all these Ayurvedic literatures. But here, Shankaracharya is saying, Gita, Sugita, Kim Anye Shastra Vistare, that all those elaborate scriptures, what's the need of those? Because Gita has got everything. Now, if Shankaracharya is saying, it will be foolish to doubt the words of Shankaracharya. It will be very foolish. And if we have faith in the words of Shankaracharya, then we have no reason to look around here and there. We just focus on Bhagavad Gita. That's what he's saying. Kim Anya Shastra Vistare. There is no need of another scriptures. Why? Ya Swayam Padmanabhasya Mukha Padmat Vinhisrita. Because Lord Krishna himself spoke this Bhagavad Gita. The word Padma is used twice. Padmanabha and Mukha Padma. One whose Nabhi is the belly button. Krishna's belly button is exactly like a lotus flower. And his face is also like a lotus. We also say lotus feet. We also say lotus hand, lotus eyes, lotus hands. But here the words that are used are Ya Swayam Padmanabhasya. That someone whose belly button, whose nabhi is like Padma. And Mukha Padma, whose face is also like lotus. Vinhisrita, that person has spoken those. So not only Gita is a good summary of all the knowledge, but also it has been spoken by Lord Krishna himself, whose face is exactly like lotus. Okay? Is that clear?
Yes,
Okay, good. Everybody? Can I get few reactions? Okay, that's good. Aparna, Abish, iPhone. Okay, so everybody's paying attention. Is it making sense? All of it? Okay, that's good. Okay, so now that was number 4. Bharatamrita sarvasvam Vishnu vaktrat vinhisritam Gita gangodakam pitva punarjanna navidyate. By drinking the Ganges water of Gita, the divine quintessence of the Mahabharata, emanating from the holy lotus mouth of Lord Vishnu, one will never rebirth in this material world. One will never take rebirth in this material world again. In other words, by devotionally reciting Gita, the cycle of birth and death is terminated. So let's go to the verse. Bharatamrita sarvasvam. Bharatamrita means Bharata is Mahabharata. Sarvasvam. All of Mahabharata, the Amrita, the essence, the nectar of the whole Mahabharata is this Bhagavad Gita. Actually, Bhagavad Gita is the foundation of Mahabharata. The whole Mahabharata concluded in the war, and that war was also based on the teachings of Bhagavad Gita, because Arjuna did not want to fight, but he was convinced based on the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So this is actually the nectar or the essence of entire Mahabharata. Okay, so that's one thing. Then he says Vishnu Vaktrat Vinhisritam, that is been spoken directly by Lord Vishnu. Earlier he was saying it was spoken by Padmanabha. Now he is saying that he is spoken by Vishnu. So that means Vishnu and Krishna is same. Because some people doubt sometimes whether Vishnu is Krishna, Krishna is Vishnu, who came first, who came last. So they have some doubt of difference between Krishna and Vishnu. But here it says that Vishnu, and here he is using the word Vishnu, and the word before he used Padmanabha, which is Krishna. Okay? So it doesn't matter how you say, but we know it was spoken by Krishna. Because even in Bhagavad Gita, it's every time Lord Krishna spoke, it says Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. So that also proves that Vishnu and Krishna and Bhagavan is the same thing. That is referring to the same person. Okay. So the next line is saying Gita Gangodakam Pitva punarjanmana na vidyate. That once a person drinks the water of Gita, which is like Ganga, then they do not have to go through the cycle of birth and death. And this Krishna has said many places in Bhagavad Gita. For example, one place he says, Na tad bhasate suryo, na shashanko, na pavaka, yad gatva na nivartante, tad dhama paramam mama. Krishna says, there's a place where there is no sun. Now, we do not know of a place where there's no sun. Just every place in this universe has the sun, because sun is the one which is moving everything. All the energy in the universe comes from sun. But Krishna is saying in Gita, Na tad bhasate suryo. That place there is no sun. How is that possible? But Krishna is saying that there's a place where there's no sun. Na shashanka. Shashanka is a moon. So he's saying there's a place where there's no sun and moon. Na pavaka. There's no electricity also. Yad gatva na nivartante. Once you go there, you never come out. Tad dhama. That dhama, paramam, topmost, mama, mine. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that verse. He says, you go there, you never come out, and there's no sun, moon, or electricity there. Another place in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Jatasya hi dhruvo mrityur. If a person is born, they must die. Dhruvam janma mritasya cha. And the person who has died must take birth again. So that means there is a repetition of cycle of birth and death, which is samsara, which is what we were reading earlier. So here he's saying, Shankaracharya is saying, if you read the nectar of Gita, which is just like Ganga, then you do not have to go through the cycle of birth and death. Krishna in 12th or 13th chapter of Bhagavad Gita says, Janma mrityu jara vyadhi dukkha dosha anudarshanam. That particular sentence, we'll come to it when we go through it. There he says, Janma, mrityu, jara is old age, and vyadhi is disease. Dukkha, this is the dukkha in this world. Sometimes people say birth is good, but actually the process of taking birth is painful both for the mother and the child. But the child doesn't remember. But because we do not remember doesn't mean that it is not painful. So Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi, these things are actually the difficulties of this world. And Krishna says Dukkha, that's the Dukkha of this world. Dosha, there's also fault there. And Anudarshanam, that means we keep seeing the same thing over and over again. That we go through the whole Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi, but because of our karma, we have to go through it again and again and again. Here he is saying, if you understand Bhagavad Gita, you do not have to go through that. So that's actually a huge asset for us in our life, if we can understand Gita and try to follow teachings. Try at least. Because Krishna says, those who actually worship me, I give them intelligence by which they can come to me. Tadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam apyantite. I will give you the intelligence by which you can come to me, but you have to make an effort first. So first thing is to try to understand what is the teaching of Bhagavad Gita before we figure out how do I apply it to my life. First you have to know, right? Unless we know what Bhagavad Gita is, how do we apply? Today if I say, okay, you apply, let's say some other scripture. You apply Ishopanishad in your life. I just pick a name. But first you have to read Ishopanishad, no? If you've never read Ishopanishad, you don't know what it is, you've never heard the name, how will you apply it in your life? Just doesn't make sense. So first we have to understand what it is before we can apply in life. And here he's saying, if you drink the nectar of Gita, then you do not have to go through the cycle of birth and death again. Okay, so that's the verse number 5. Now verse number 6. Sarvopanishado gavo dogdha gopalanandana partho vatsa sudhir bhokta dugdham gitamrit mahat. Okay, before I go 5, I need some response. Was it okay? Everybody paying attention? Okay. Okay,
Yes,
good.
Prabhuji.
Good. Is it clear so far? Because we have gone through almost a good 40 minutes now. Is it making sense?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Ji.
Okay, that's good. I think people are talking in the chat also. Okay. All right, that's good. Okay, so everybody's paying attention. That's nice. Okay. So now here he's saying, see, this is simple language. If you understand, it's very meaningful. All the Upanishads are like a cow, and the milker of the cow is Lord Sri Krishna, the son of Nanda. Arjuna is the calf, the beautiful nectar of Gita is the milk, and the fortunate devotees of fine theistic intellect are drinkers and enjoyers of the milk. Okay, so now let's look at the verse. Sarvo Upanishado Gavo. If you make all the Upanishads into a cow, and now the cow gets milk because the nectar, the main nectar that comes from the cow is milk. This modern civilization somehow doesn't understand that. They prefer cow meat over cow milk. It's very unfortunate, it's actually very sinful. But here Shankaracharya is saying that if all the Upanishads are turned into a cow, then the thing you get, the most nectarian thing you get out of the cow is the milk. Okay, so that's the process he's describing, the process of getting the milk from cow. Dogdha Gopal Nandana, the person who is the milkman who is actually getting the milk is Gopala Nandana. It's very interesting. Few things there. So now because we are using cow as an example, the word used here is Gopala Nandana. Gopala means Gopala, the person who takes care of the cow, because that's another name of Krishna. Earlier he was saying Padmanabhasya, then he was saying Vishnu, and now he's using the word Gopala because he's talking about cow. So Gopala Nandana is the son. So Nanda Maharaj, who was actually the cowherd man, he used to take care of cows. That was his business. The full-time job was to take care of cows. That's what Nanda Maharaj was. And Nandana means the son. So he is the son of the person who used to take care of the cows. So that's Krishna. We know that Krishna was born in Vrindavan and his main business was to take care of the cows. Okay, so that's Lord Krishna. He is the one who is milking the cow. So all the Upanishads are the cow and Krishna is milking the cow. So now who's drinking? We know who's drinking. It's the Parth. It's Arjuna. So that's the Vatsa. Vatsa means a baby cow. Sudhir Bhokta. Sudhir is actually the milk, the nectar. Bhokta is the consumer. So this Partha or son of Pritha or son of Kunti or Kaunteya or Arjuna, it's just different names for the same person. He is actually the one enjoying the milk. Dugdham Gita Amrit Mahat. That this Amrita, this immortal nectar of Bhagavad Gita in the form of milk is being enjoyed by Partha and is being milked by Krishna, Gopalanandana, and is actually a summary or the nectar or the essence of all the Upanishads. Earlier we were reading, Shankaracharya was saying that what's the need of other scriptures when Gita is there? Same thing is said again in a different way, that this is actually the essence of all scripture. So you see that he's actually repeating the same thing multiple times. That means this is so important that even in 7 verses, he's repeating some of the things. This is one of them. Earlier he already said that what's the need of other scriptures if Gita is there? And now he's saying again that this is actually, this is the essence of all the Upanishads. Sarvo Upanishado Gavo. If you make a cow out of all Upanishads, then this Dugdham Gita Amrita Mahat. This Dugdha is the message of Bhagavad Gita. Okay? Okay, now I need some feedback. So was it clear? Is everybody following? Okay. Okay. All right, that's good. Okay, now we'll go to the last verse. Ekam Shastram Devaki Putram Geetam Eko Devo Devaki Putra Eva eko mantrastasya namani yani karmapi ekam tasya devasya seva. It's a very nice was the conclusion, the last verse. Lord Shankaracharya is summarizing in a very beautiful way. So please pay attention to this last one. Okay, so we'll go through it. There need be only one holy scripture, the divine Gita sung by Lord Sri Krishna. Only one worshipable Lord Sri Krishna. Only one mantra, his holy names, and only one duty, devotional service unto the supreme worshipable Lord Sri Krishna. Okay, so now I'll go through the verse word by word. Ekam Shastram Devaki Putram Gitam. Okay, so now he's saying Devaki Putra. Earlier he said Gopalanandana. Before that he said Vishnu. Before he said Padmanabha. So he's calling the same person by different names. So now he's saying Devaki Putra. Devaki Putra is actually a king, Kshatriya. He was actually managing whole Dwarka, and not only that, he also managed the whole, orchestrated the whole Kurukshetra war. So when you manage a kingdom, you need some intelligence. Our life is also like a small kingdom that we have to manage so many things, and you need knowledge for that. You need your mind needs to be properly situated so you can navigate this life. Just we don't know what we are going to deal with it tomorrow. So we have to be prepared to deal with situations as they come in their life. So here he's saying Devaki Putram. He is son of Devaki. And what is the Ekam Shastram? There should be only one Shastra which is spoken by Devaki Putra. Eko Devo Devaki Putra Eva. And there should be only one Deva which is Devaki Putra. Some people say, a lot of people in this world believe that Hinduism or Sanatan is a polytheistic religion. That is actually incorrect and is actually a very shallow understanding of our Sanatan Dharma. We are monotheistic. That means we believe in one God, and Shankaracharya himself is saying that. Eko means one. Eko Devo. Deva means God. Devaki Putra Eva. There has to be only one God, and he's Devaki Putra. When Krishna comes at different times, those are different incarnations of the same person. That doesn't mean there are many gods. It is such a foolish understanding to say that Ram is different from Krishna or different from Buddha. Sometimes Buddhist people fight with Krishna on this religious thing. But Buddha and Krishna is the same thing. Followers of the same person fight each other. I don't know why. Right? But here is this Krishna comes at different times is the same person. So here he's saying Eko Devo Devaki Putra Eva. Okay. Eko mantras tasya namani yani. And there has to be only one mantra. We just need only one mantra in life. What is that mantra? Name of Krishna. Okay, this is extremely clear here. Shankaracharya is saying tasya namani, that the mantra has to have name of Krishna. Mantra means man and tra. Man is your mind, tra is to free, just like swatantra. Swatantra means swatantra, apne aap ko free karna. To free ourselves is swatantra, liberation. So tra means to free, swa means myself. So if I free myself from certain situation, I am swatantra. So tra is to free. Man is mind, so mantra means to free the mind. Everybody is trying to free their mind from whatever is entangled in. Here Shankaracharya is saying there should be only one mantra, which is Krishna's name. That's why the primary focus of our Hare Krishna movement is chanting of this Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That's why we focus on this mantra, and this is full of names of Krishna. Hare Krishna Rama multiple times. So this mantra is the main mantra we have to chant. Shankaracharya himself is saying that. Karmapi ekam tasya devasya seva. And if we have to do any activity, tasya devasya seva. That deva's seva. That if we have to do any activity, we should do seva of that deva. That means in addition to chanting the names of Krishna, we should also do some seva. So there are many sevas we can do. We have to cook every day. We cook every day. What do? We first offer it to Krishna. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Yajna Shishtasana Santo Muchyate Sarva Kilvishe Yajna Shishtasana Santo Muchyate Sarva Bhunjate Te Agam Papam Ye Pachanti Atma Karanat. Ye Pachanti Atma Karanat. If a person is just cooking for themselves, Ye Pachanti, Pachanti is cooking, Atma Karanat, just for oneself. If a person just cooks for themselves and eat, they are actually responsible for some of the sin that happens in the process of cooking, because there are so many bugs in the cooking. When you burn the fire, many bugs are getting killed, and so many things happening, we don't even see it. Sometimes let's say cauliflower, there's a bug inside, we may not see, and it might actually go with the cooking. We think it's vegetarian, but actually some hinsa or some violence happened. So Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, whatever we cook, we should offer to Krishna. So that also purifies the food, and that also becomes seva. Because when you cook, you have to offer in a certain manner. You cannot taste it before that. You have to offer it on a clean plate. You have to put in front of the deity, chant the mantras, take the plate, clean the plate, and then eat. So you end up doing some seva to Krishna, which normally you would not do. So here Shankaracharya is saying that if you have to do any seva, you should do seva of Devaki Putra. Tasya Devasa Seva. If you want to volunteer, better to volunteer where there is seva of Krishna happening. So for example, if you want to volunteer, and if you want to volunteer in food distribution, preferably go volunteer where they are distributing prasad, because that's going to purify the person who's receiving it, and it's also going to purify us who are actually doing the seva. So one way or the other, we should look for ways to serve Krishna. That's what Shankaracharya is saying. I can elaborate more and more on this one, but we only have 6-7 minutes left. So at this point, I'm going to take a pause, and we'll take any questions or any comments anybody has, and we can discuss those. Was it clear so far, whatever we discussed? Because these are very important verses. If you understand this, I think you will be in a right frame of mind to understand Bhagavad Gita. Good? Okay, that's good. I'm getting few comments, thumbs up. Okay, so now at this point, any questions about what we discussed so far, or any comments? You can ask anything you like. You can ask, or you can type, whatever works for you. We can discuss for a few minutes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. My name is Aparna. Very good session, Prabhuji. We stopped at text 7 today, right?
Yes.
Your good name, Prabhuji?
My name is Nandakumar Krishnadas.
Okay. Prabhuji, I have a question related to today's discussion. So, in many verses of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is described as with lotus related, qualities. For example, your lotus eyes and lotus feet, like what you mentioned in today's session. Could you please explain why lotus is used as a symbol to compare with Krishna? Does it has any deeper spiritual meaning behind this?
It does, actually. Very good question. Very appropriate question, and that actually came in this verses. So very nice question. So if you see the nature of lotus, it grows in dirt. You go look for where lotus is growing, that place will be dirty. Like either it will have some, what do you call the green thing that grows? Basically, it's not a very clean place where they grow lotus. But even though the water is not clean, the dirt is not clean, the lotus stays extremely clean, and it grows very close to the water. If you see where it's growing, it's extremely close to the dirty water. It doesn't get dirty. It has very good smell, and it looks very beautiful. Okay, so even though it's in a dirty place, but it completely maintains a quality which is nothing to do with the dirt. So same thing with Krishna. When he comes into this material world, he is not affected by the impurities of this material world. And because lotus is beautiful, is one of the most beautiful flowers, Krishna's feature resemble lotus. Like if you see a lotus, if you see the closed lotus, the open was beautiful. If you see the closed one, it has a particular shape. That is the shape of Krishna's eyes. And that actually shape looks very beautiful. Sometimes you'll see deities in the temple, their eyes are extremely beautiful. Like, let's say you go look Mayapur. You go for darshan tonight, tomorrow, whenever you want. You go take darshan of deities in Mayapur online. You will see that the eyes look extremely beautiful. So Krishna's eyes are very beautiful and they are compared to the shape of lotus. Similarly, his lotus feet. That his feet is like lotus that is touching the world, but actually is not affected by it, and also it looks very beautiful. So that's in summary of what the comparison with lotus is. Does it make sense?
Yes, Prabhuji, thank you for explaining.
Sure. Anything else?
Prabhuji, my name is Aparna as well, and I wanted to piggyback and question further on the lotus. The lotus, the petals are numerous. Is there any, like there is no count? Like for example, like the parijat will have five petals only. However, the lotus has multiple and it keeps opening. So is there any spiritual significance to that as well explained in Gita?
In Gita, the significance of each petal, you will not see that directly, and you may not find so much on the significance of each petal. But if you want to extend it, that analogy to compare with lotus, you can say that Krishna's qualities are unlimited. So it's like many petals come together to create a beautiful lotus. Similarly, Krishna has multiple beautiful qualities, and when they are put together, that forms the personality of Krishna. So that's one way we can look at it. Because Krishna has 64 qualities, and those are very nice qualities. Maybe one of the sessions we can read those qualities, and you will understand that how can a person have those qualities in full. So maybe that's one comparison you can use. But formally, I do not know if there's any verse which is highlighting this significance of each petal.
Okay, thank you so much.
Sure.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Anybody else?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, there is a question from Manaswi in the chat.
Oh,
She
there
said she
is.
is 13 years old. She understands now the importance of taking shower every day. She's asking if that is the first thing we should do every morning, even during holidays.
सुन के जाओ रुको वेट करो
Okay, so she's saying, I am Manasvi and I am 13-year-old. I have a question based on taking shower early morning. May I know how much important to take shower early in the morning? Is it the first thing to do in the morning, even during the holidays? The answer is yes, because first thing you want to do in the morning is to be clean. And when you're saying holidays, do you want to be dirty on the holidays? If you want to be, that's your choice.
नवे सुन लो
But it's always better to be clean whether holiday or no holiday. Now, kids generally do not like this habit of taking shower early in the morning on holidays. But that does not mean that's a good thing. That means they have to work on it and improve. So on a weekday, you will take bath in the morning. But on a holiday also, if you take bath in the morning, you feel good rest of the day. So no doubt, first thing in the morning, shower. Whenever it is. Then your mind works differently. Before shower and after shower, you can experience yourself. You don't have to take my word. Just try one day without shower and next day with shower. Maybe you like without shower because it just keeps you in that lazy state where you just don't have to do anything. You might like that part of it. But overall, it feels better with shower. That is something you can experience yourself. Once you get on the habit of morning shower every day, let's say for a month or 2 months or 3 months, then try not to do it one day and you'll feel not so good. You'll not feel good at all. So that is the proof that once you start liking it, you would not like without being shower. So to summarize, yes, it's every day, regardless of the day. Because it's your body, you should be clean. There's no reason to stay dirty on a holiday. That does not make any sense. It's not logical. You have to clean every day. Okay, anything else?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Just a quick question on the fear. So you said that fear is only from present, future, or just my question is that the fear is only from present, future, or it could be from past as well.
Oh, I was saying Shoka. Shoka is usually from past. That's what I was saying. He says, like Shoka, Bhaya Shoka Adi Varjita, right? Let's go back. What was it? Bhaya Shoka Adi Varjita. So Bhaya is for future and Shoka is from the past. Don't we lament things from the past? Things happen in the past and we are upset about. It's all from the past. Make sense?
Yep.
And actually, I'll just elaborate a little more on that. See, the thing is, if something is stuck in our head and we are trying to get it out, usually it does not work, because the more you try to get it out, the more you think about it, the more it gets stuck. So trying to make an effort to get a thing out of my head is never going to work, because you have to make an effort to get it out. If you try to get it out, it'll get stuck more because you're thinking about it. So how do we get out of it? Well, here it says, if you actually take the spiritual path, serve Krishna, understand Krishna's message, and just take to the Krishna Bhakti, you will see these unnecessary things that are stuck in our head. You will see them slowly walking away. You will see them. It's not that they'll disappear without you knowing. You will see that these things are bothering me less and less with time. And that's when you will start appreciating the value of Krishna Bhakti. Because your life becomes clean, the things from the past kind of just kind of fiddle away, they just go away, fade away, and then you actually becomes more peaceful, more clean, and you live a good life. So actually, if someone really understands Bhagavad Gita and try to live by that, they are doing themselves a favor. It's not a favor you're doing to others. This is for you. I'll go today, present this, I'll go away, but tomorrow you have to deal with your own life. This will help you. This will help me also, everybody. So I think this is the best way to get rid of anything that's from the past which is bothering you. Just understand Gita, follow the teachings.
Thank you, Prabhuji. That helps a lot. Thank you.
Sure. Okay, if nothing else, I think we can conclude. It's already an hour and 5 minutes. Okay, we'll conclude. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Granthara Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai. Thank you very much, and then we'll see you on the next session. I think it's on Monday, right? Yeah, it's on
Yeah,
Monday.
next one is Monday, chapter 1.
Chapter 1. Okay. Thank you all. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you very much.
Sure. Hare Krishna.